Hello everyone, myself Dr. Pooja Devanda, Assistant Professor in Zoology, SG Government College, Piawar. Today the topic we are going to study is vitellogenesis, which comes under the embryology paper. Vitellogenesis. What is vitellogenesis? It is the second phase in the growth of oocyte, characterized by the synthesis and accumulation of large amount of yolk. Basically, the formation of yolk is taking place in this phase. Growth is very much accelerated during vitellogenesis, and yolk attains a major proportion in some of the eggs. For example, in hen, the eggs it contains around 55 grams of yolk. If we go to the literal meaning of vitellogenesis, it consists of two words, vitellus plus genic, which means that producing or stimulating the formation of yolk. Before we go deep into the process of vitellogenesis study, I would like to tell you that where does the growth phase occurs. You can see this is the oogonium, and after multiplication phase, that is the mitotic division, it forms the oogonias or the primary. Then in the growth phase, these oogonias they undergo the growth phase and they form the primary oocyte. After this, the maturation division takes place, and it results into a secondary oocyte. And again, after the second maturation division, it forms the second polar bodies and mature ovum. This is a picture, the diagram showing vitellogenesis in insect oocyte. This is the structure of oocyte, where we can see all the structures, the microvilli, nucleus, nucleolus, the vacuoles, and the endoplasmic reticulum, and others can be seen in the follicle cell. These follicle cells, with the help of the desmosomes, they provide essential nutrients and essential elements to the primary oocyte during the vitellogenesis process. Yolk. What can be explained for a yolk? A yolk is a reserve food in the oocyte. Chemically, it consists of protein, neutral fats, phospholipids, certain carbohydrates, and glycogen. Constituent of yolk. The yolk's prime components are protein, phospholipids, and neutral fats. So these are the three prime constituents of a yolk. Yolk can be on the basis of its presence of the protein and the lipid, it can be classified into two types: the protein yolk and the lipoid yolk. The protein yolk, as the name suggests, here the protein content is more, and in the lipoid yolk the lipid content is more. Mainly, protein yolk is present in the eggs of many invertebrates and lower chordate Amphioxus, like example Amphioxus. It occurs in the form of yolk granules. In a mature amphibian oocyte, protein yolk it can constitute up to 45% of the proteins, and lipids just 25% of the dry weight. Whereas if we see of a lipoid yolk, they are mostly found in oligolecithal types of eggs of bony fish, reptiles, and birds. Here the phospholipids and fats are about 32.6%, which is quite more than the proteins present in it, that is 16.6%. This has been this data has been given by Romanoff in 1949. On the structure basis, the yolk can be divided again in two types, like the granular yolk or the yolk platelets. The yolk occurs in the form of granules, and it is termed as granular yolk. and it is the examples where we can observe the granular yolk are eggs of invertebrates and lower chordates. Mostly it is found in isolated eggs, means where the yolk content is less. While the yolk platelets can be observed where the yolk content is more, and if we define yolk platelets, yolk is present in the form of large granules. When the yolk is present in the form of large granules, then they are termed as yolk platelets. In the oocytes of most of the vertebrates like cyclostomes, cartilaginous fishes, bony fishes, lungfishes, amphibia, reptiles and birds, the yolk platelets can be observed. The yolk platelets are formed of two different types of proteinaceous substance. Basically two types. First one is the phosphovitine and the second one is the lipovitylene. In the picture we can see the structural unit of yolk platelet. Here this is the structural unit of yolk platelet, and we can see this lattice formation of the yolk platelet. Here we can see that in the diagram we can see that the phosphovitine is the phosphorylated protein, and the lipovitylene is protein plus lipid. And here we can see that the phosphovitine, two molecules of phosphovitine, this is in the red, this red one is the phosphorylated protein, this is the phosphovitine. It is associated with one molecule of lipovitylene. Okay, and in form you can see here also these two are the phosphovitine, and this behind it is a lipovitylene. And in yolk platelets, two molecules of phosphovitine are associated with each molecule of lipovitylene, and these three molecules together form a structural unit of the yolk platelet. In a yolk platelet, these units are arranged in a crystalline lattice with a hexagonal packing. The phosphovitylene is highly of phosphorylated protein with 88.4% phosphorus with a molecular weight of 35,000. The lipovitylene is a combination of protein and lipids, as I said earlier, and the lipids are around 17.5%. Each molecule of lipovitylene has a molecular weight of 40,000. So this is all we have in this topic. Thank you.